So now we're into the second tip we have for time management. As you know, we're launching our new time management course. We're going to make all these videos until the end of April, all about time management. And this one is one that's a little tricky because I don't think a lot of people identify this as time management. But let me break this down for you. It's managing people's time off. So there's two types of time off, right? There's the planned and the unplanned. So we're going to start with planned. When you have planned time off, it is critical for the health of your business, the stress levels of the other team members, your customer experience, that you stop and look to see who else has time off. And we shouldn't be running it so thin that we don't have any wiggle room for any issues. For example, someone could fall and break their leg. Somebody could quit. Someone could be on disability. And so you need to have enough of a cushion where, hey, you know what? I'm not sure I can give you that time off, but here's what we can do. We can evaluate it a week beforehand and we can see what's going on. Doesn't stop everything altogether, but I've seen agencies have so much heart and then all of a sudden we have zero. We are running so thin and so stressed out, and it does have a burnout factor in the rest of the team. Now, I don't think we can stop this 100%, but if it does come down to the wire and everyone's hanging on by a thread, I do recommend those people that stick around that you do something to recognize them. But before someone goes out, there should be a checklist. Okay, did you set up your voicemail? Did you clear out your emails? There should be no emails in their inbox when they go, because people should not be scrambling. We're going to talk about notebooks again, but there shouldn't be notebooks. There should be nothing on their desk. Everything should be in the system, should be in there anyway, real time. But if it's not the case, everything should be clean so that everyone can operate efficiently and effectively. And what should happen is we should be assigning tasks to people and divvying up the work so that there's a system. When team members are sitting there and they're not sure how it all works, that's when chaos happens and it's not so pretty. So it should be organized. And that means it also is when somebody comes back from vacation, they shouldn't come to piles and piles of work. I love it. We have some agencies we've helped install where someone is checking their email while they're gone. It's not just the out of office. They're literally in their email, cleaning it, attaching it so you don't come back to a mess. I do think that in some respects, the planned time off is a little easier, right? So when it's unplanned, it's a little harder. And this is where the manager needs to step into play. The best thing that the manager can do is to start by checklist again. I've got to go put their out of office on. I've got to go check their emails. I've got to go organize their management system to identify what needs to get done today. And these are all mission critical items that sometimes I think we just take for granted. We say, oh, well, they're just out for a day, so whenever people call in, we'll deal with it. Unacceptable, to be honest with you. If a CSR or account manager has promised somebody, or a producer even, promised somebody something that client deserves to be reached out to. And if you're using your activities and your suspenses correctly, that's not that hard. So let's all stop the idea that that's a problem. And I'm sorry for this background noise. There's some app in the background that's kind of going a little crazy, apparently. Let's see if I can, there we go. So the next thing I want everybody to consider is we get through that, but what's next? We have all these customers that need our help. You have to divvy up the work, and this is so important. You should just give it all out to everybody, spread it around, and operate under the idea that today might be a difficult day, and just keep them excited. But your customer experience is way, way too important to have any issues whatsoever. And we can't let our customers down. And if you're not feeling well, coming back to all this work in a pile of mess is not appropriate. The next thing we drill into people's heads is it is absolutely critical that people take the work and finish it. Don't just take a message and leave it on somebody's desk. Finish it. First call resolution means that you take it in and you finish it. If it's complicated, I get it. You might need their assistance, but do your best. Your best isn't, oh, they wanted to talk to so-and-so, so I sent it over there. That's not our best. That's actually our worst. And lastly, all of it needs to go into a checklist, like I said. In our new time management course, we actually have checklists for managers of what they need to be doing when somebody calls out sick. And I'm going to leave you with this. We also encourage people to say it's unacceptable to text that you're going to be out today. That needs to be a conversation, unless you're completely incapacitated. But I should be talking to my manager and say, here's the thing, I have a migraine today, but here's the important things, here's where this is, so-and-so is coming in. You need to hand that baton to your team. Now you might be saying, oh, what's my day off? It's not a day off, it's a sick day, which means you have work that's outstanding and was unplanned. And the professional thing to do is to hand off the work accordingly. And I want everybody to really embrace that idea. A text message is not an appropriate call out. It needs to be a conversation. You can text saying, hey, I need to call out today. What time can we talk to go over what's on my desk? I'm fine with that. But it shouldn't just be a text, I'm calling, I'm not coming to work today, and then no response. That is so selfish to your team and so unacceptable to your clients. So those are our tips for how to manage time off. Sorry about the little background noise there. I think we squashed it finally, but I think that everyone should really consider the time management course. We have gone deep. We have rehashed the whole thing. We've made it more relevant for COVID, post-COVID times, or in COVID times, or whatever we are right now, and the fluctuation of hopefully getting out of COVID times. And I just think it's a huge opportunity to stop moving around and being so busy. You know, that backlog when people are gone or coming back, that's hard, and it stresses people out, and it hurts the team and it hurts the client. So it's a time trap that we need to deal with. So we hope that you've enjoyed this. We'll bring tomorrow a new time management tip just for you. Take care. So one of the things that's always driven me nuts about being in the insurance space was that ever since I was 18, I heard the same thing. I'm so busy. And in over 20 years, no one's been able to solve that problem until now. I'm going to help your agency move from busy to productive and find more time in your day to reduce stress and improve your client's experience. Because you see your team running around all day and they seem stressed and overwhelmed. Every day for years, you've been hearing how busy people are, just like I was. But the phone records and activities tell a different story some days. You aren't sure what to do. You don't want your team feeling this way, right? What almost no agency understands is how to move their team from busy to productive and find minutes that add up to hours in their day. It's not just focusing on more people, it's making the people you have more productive. This can all happen when your agency has a plan to manage time and training with the right approach. So if you're tired of hearing how busy everyone is, but no one seems to have a plan except to hire more people, do you ask how you can help your team and they just give you that stare? I don't know, I'm just so busy. Your agency needs a different approach that engages the team and gives them a clear plan with expectations. This helps the agency embrace a time management strategy that simplifies everything, empowers everyone to succeed. This, of course, changes everything. So if you're sitting at team meetings with more questions than answers, and you're excited to bring new ideas to the agency, but it's always met with resistance, and the team is always saying how busy they are, but no one has a plan, including you, the leader, you may have something on your mind. And that's what we did. We had something on our mind, and we created Apex Time Management. Apex Time Management is actually a 6-month program that I personally install into agencies, but it was time for a remodel. And part of that remodel is we're going to be selling it for one time only for 2 weeks as a standalone course in our online university, so you can empower your team to do it directly, right away, right now. We, of course, included in our agency performance pack, which is a subscription for training. So if you want that and retention and sales and how to reduce remarketing, as well as new courses every quarter, we got you covered. But there's no sense in dilly-dallying. Let's go ahead and get to our website, agencyperformancepartners.com, where you can check out the new Apex Time Management Performance Pack. And while you're there, check out our shop. What's going to hurt? We might just have other tips and tools. But I'm here to help you solve the problem of busy, move your team to productive, all with online training that is interactive and makes a big difference when applied. So, who wants to get started? We're doing it at 20% off until the end of April 2021. So, get started, give us a call. We'd love to help you move from busy to productive.